Can you give us idea how to respond when we get criticized?
Mhm. Usually when I get criticized, it's painful for me. So first I care about myself. Take some breaths, check what's happening, how do I feel? Sad, pain, maybe confusion. And what is it really about? I want to be seen who I am, recognition, or I worked so hard to make this happen. Need for appreciation, gratitude. So when I know what is it about for me, I can first stay with me for a moment and tell myself, okay, I can accept myself. I can appreciate that I worked so hard, even if it did not work out for the other person. And when I'm more relaxed, I can turn to the other person because in NVC, we usually assume that if somebody is criticizing me, then they have a need that's not met and they want to meet. So, what could be their need? I could try to guess. Could it be when you tell me you are not reliable or something like this? Could it be that's important for you? You can trust that when I promise something that I will do it. The other person might likely say yes, for sure. So we can continue from there. And I remember a saying from Marshall Rosenberg, people express only two things, either please or thank you. And criticizing is a please. Please look at me. Please, my needs are not met. Can we find a way?
And I wonder, as NVC beginner, could it help us if somebody is telling something that we hear is criticism, that we just stop and get out of the conversation? We empathize with ourselves, and only when we are ready, we have peace inside of us and we have curiosity for the other person, what is happening for them, so they could speak like that or act like that. Only then we go and try to continue the conversation so we can create more of a connection.
Yes. I could even say, if I am present enough, thank you for sharing this with me. I want to digest it, to consider what I heard from you, and I will come back.
Thank you. Can you share with us what's your idea about what is the engine of aggression? Where it comes from?
Well, I think it has some physical background, like in the body, and some psychological background. So let me start with anger. When I'm angry, then I have thoughts about someone, about something, could be myself, about somebody else, about, I don't know, the weather or so. And usually these thoughts are about this is not fair, this is not just, things like this. And with this, we have a surge of adrenaline. And adrenaline needs to be released, to be used, and that is happening by movement. And this could be movement of our throat, like shouting, or physically, like beating someone, to get rid of this surplus of adrenaline. So that's a physical background. And we can use this, for example, by maybe boxing or releasing this energy in a non-harmful way, stamping my feet or something like this. So I would not beat you, I would stamp my feet and shout. It's okay to release this adrenaline surplus. And then there is a psychological part. And also likely after I release this adrenaline physically, there will be another feeling. Often it's sadness or it's fear. So I want to deal with this and to find out what is the need behind it. And very often times it's about recognition, it's about acknowledgement. That I want to matter, that it's important for me to be seen, who I am, to be accepted, who I am. And when I'm there, I just feel relief. And it's like a balloon where you open the knot and the air just gets out. So the cause for the aggression are the needs that are not met, and it's important to identify these needs because then I can act on it in a different way. Is this helpful?
Yes, and I wonder how NVC can support us with this. I hear many times mothers saying about shouting at their kids and acting in a way they don't like and regret later on. How does it help us NVC with it?
Well, when I remember my situations with my children when I was angry, it was often that I felt helpless, that I didn't know what to do with the situation. And already realizing, oh, I'm feeling helpless. I don't know what to do. Pooh, can give me some relief. And the next thing is, what is my need behind it? I think you might have already heard that needs are the core or part of the core of NVC. So my need, I want to contribute to my child's life, and I have a specific idea how I can do it. And maybe when I get there, I remember there are also different ways how I can meet my need for contribution. Maybe the way I chose right now is not the best way. So am I willing to reconsider what else can I do? So in this way, NVC can be very helpful for me.
What I understand at points we as mothers could have very strong attachment to some idea how we want things to be. And this could contribute to our anger because it's not going in our way, and we feel helpless to push the situation to go in our way. And NVC could support us to be more flexible and to find other solutions, other ideas that bring connection and peace between me, the child, and especially me and myself.
Yes, exactly. As long as I am attached to one option, then it's likely that the other person, even the child, will go into resistance because pushing someone means the more I push, the more resistance will be there. It's kind of a physical law that's also happening in psychology. I push, you push back. Same energy. And the more I push, the more the other person will push. And they might only give up if I am threatening them with punishment. If you don't do this, then. And even if they give up, knowing I will punish them, they will find a way. They will very hard work on finding a way to pay back to me. Nobody likes to be pushed.
Even in teenager age.
especially in teenager age.
So we are really helping ourselves to have good time in teenager age when we press kids to do what we want as kids, like not giving them space to also be heard, to also be taken into account, just to obey and do what we say. And later on in teenager age, maybe we get it back.
Yes. They will likely be rebellious, and it will be more difficult then.
Okay, thank you. Can you tell us why do we continue living in survival and in protection mode, even it's in adulthood?
Well, I learned it as a child. I needed to protect myself from punishment, from being an outcast in the family, because I needed the adults to survive. As a small child, I cannot live on my own. And then we learn a pattern. It's like an autopilot. It's energy saving. I don't need to think every time, what am I going to do now? It's like a big motorway. You just drive and you can go quickly. And then you realize at some time as an adult, doesn't work for me anymore so well. I would like to do something different. And then it is like going into a jungle and you need to cut the path, and it's very narrow, it's very difficult to walk, takes a lot of energy, and you need to go it often enough so it becomes a new motorway, and the old one will be overgrown with trees and bush again. So it's the easiest way to live.
What is the difference between living in survival mode and I don't even know what's the other option?
The other option you could call calm living, living in calmness, relaxed, from moment to moment, flexible, so that you can go with what's happening and not just think it's only this way, and then you might break because things that are very stiff are more easy to break than something that's flexible.
It sounds scary that we let go of what's sure and what we know, and we continue with something that is constantly changing.
My idea about it is the old pattern is still available. So if it's too scary, I can still go back. And for me, it's also important that I say thank you that I, as a child, could survive with this strategy. It's something really precious, because otherwise I might not have survived.
What is it exactly, this strategy?
For example, when I am angry, I run away. It was helpful because I was not allowed to be angry as a girl in Germany. And nowadays I realize it's not so helpful if I just run away. At least I want to come back and talk to you again and to clear the situation. Then our relationship can improve.
Is this survival mode?
Oh, when I come back, it's not survival mode. It's a new mode. It's a life mode.
So we can say, do we want to live in survival mode or do we want to live in life mode?
Yes, now we have a choice.
Okay.
And we can explore together.
Thank you.